the lump.
So what are the
So I find it
inconsistencies in her story?
So I find it very interesting that so I'm interested to know the type of doctor you saw. What type of doctor?
I think it's an oncologist.
Okay, so now, fantastic. So I work in a teaching hospital. We don't send patients to an oncologist unless you have a core biopsy result.
Well, she hadn't had
because usually you start with a general surgeon. General surgeon will establish the fact that it is cancerous. And oncologist is not the first person. Based on the fact that you even said, the person said it is not cancerous, no doctor will send you. That's why I'm interested to know the doctor. No doctor will send you to an oncologist with a non-malignant result.
Like I said, you go into the hospital, I noticed a lump on my boobs.
Was it Lagos or Enugu? Because I
was in Enugu.
Okay.
So I went into the hospital, complained.
Was it a teaching hospital?
No, it wasn't a teaching hospital. It was a private hospital.
Okay, and it has an oncologist. That private hospital has an oncologist.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So walking into the hospital, you go to a normal doctor. I don't even know what they're called, but you went to a doctor, he examined, he found the lumps.
Okay.
That was when he said, let's do a biopsy. I don't know what a biopsy is.
Without an imaging?
No.
That's very strange.
No imaging because...
Is that possible?
It's not possible. It's not possible. Because biopsy is very invasive. Nobody will grab your breast and just do a biopsy without an imaging.
There was no imaging.
Was it the left breast or the right breast?
The left breast.
Okay.
Okay, so they didn't do an imaging, they just said go for a biopsy. It was when I went for the biopsy, it took about by
was
then...
Was it painful?
What was the biopsy process like?
Yes, what was the process like?
Explain it to us.
I think they gave me a little, I don't know if it's anesthesia, to like numb the pain a little bit. Then an incision close to the nipple.
And what came out?
That's not the procedure. We don't do an incision.
I don't know what, but something went into my...
Okay, so
my results are here.
Are you saying that's false? It's not possible to...
No, yeah. It's not sounding like a fine needle. It's not sounding like a core biopsy. It's not sounding like a fine needle. We use a needle. It's a needle.
This one is like a... how do I put it? Why would you call it a machine? I don't know the right terms.
No, listen, you're
mixing
things up. We don't use machine for biopsy as well.
That's
an invasive procedure. We use a needle.
Something went into my boobs. They brought out some... I think they said...
What part of your boobs? Was it
exactly
your
what type of your
was it?
The lump was found under my boobs. It moves sometimes. Sometimes it looks as if it beeps. So I think around that place. I think they said they bring out... I don't know if there's particle of the lumps or thereabout. That's what they say. Yeah, they took for the biopsy.
With a machine.
Sorry, is that
maybe a pin?
No, it's
medically feasible.
No, it's a long needle.
Maybe that's what
has a trigger.
Okay,
it's like a minigun.
What's the size of the needle they used for you? If you're going to estimate it,
how do I?
Was it like 2 inches long, 1 inch long? How was the needle?
I was lying down, so not like you're seeing exactly what is happening. And I'm not in the medical term, so I don't want to say the things.
I'm sorry to say this, right?
Go ahead.
I saw that you studied economics, right? Okay, fantastic. Interesting enough, I dropped econs for further maths because economics was very, very detailed and very, very... So as someone that studied econs, I would expect you that if you have a life-threatening diagnosis, you should know it in and out because when I see patients with chronic medical conditions, they know their condition in and out. Like sometimes they even know new researches that I have not even heard of because they are trying to survive. I find it very strange that you are mixing radiologists, oncologists. I feel like it's something you should know.
No, it's not something I should know because cancer is not something I am aware about. I've said it over and over
No, but you've
again.
been given this. It's been 2 weeks since you came out to talk about this, and you mentioned stage 4. That was the first video I ever saw from you.
Yes, that was
stage 4. How did they come about that stage 4?
I'm not supposed to know. So maybe at this point
we are going to.
That's what I'm trying to say. At this point, we are going to be asking the medical doctor. So when this whole shenanigans came out on social media, everybody just say, let's get a second and a third option.
Okay, so let me say something. Exactly, how did you know it was stage 4? Because he seems quite confident with that stage 4.
Because that was what I was told. I'm not a medical doctor.
How is it possible to say you have stage 4?
Was it that same Enugu doctor?
Yes.
Is this in your report?
Exactly.
You need to show the doctor.
I will share.
Yes, I'm interested to see.
I would share.
So this is your stage 4 report. Is it the doctor that told you that it was stage 4?
Yes, the doctor.
By the time you went there the second time?
Yes.
But
just based on seeing you was when you calculated that it was stage 4?
I I do not know them. I don't want to say.
What
things
do you
I'm not-
understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it, right? So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media,
Yeah,
to
but how did it
answer
get
the
to
question
stage
for
4?
you, what was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic alone.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
Yeah, but the big question is how did you conclude that it was stage 4?
Stage 4,
Did the doctor
exactly.
just look at you and say, oh, this is
Sorry,
stage 4?
Ruth, she's willing to share the report.
That is
Yeah.
what
Why
I
not
was
allow
told.
the doctor look at it?
That was
Okay,
what
the
I
doctor
was
can
told.
look at it.
Yes, I'm very
Can
interested.
she look at it?
That's what I was
And
told.
let me ask you, as a lawyer, if someone publicly claims, sorry?
It's interesting that you're bringing the same results to me because Dr. Odigwe, the pathologist that signed this report, because of course we have
Is it the same report as the one that was?
Yes, the pathologist that signed this result lives in Asaba. And I'm a doctor, of course. I can trace any doctor in Nigeria. And I called him on Tuesday.
Sorry,
and he
before you
knows
talk,
nothing
is that
about
the same report
Yes,
that
it's
you
the
saw
same
last
result.
week?
It's the same result that is going
Okay,
around
then he said
social
she
media.
didn't post, but it's around.
And this particular pathologist said he knows nothing about this. And he is based in Asaba, not
The
Enugu.
pathologist of the report.
Yes,
there.
of this report is based in Asaba. I know that for an absolute fact.
So he told you
So that's the
after.
first one.
Yes, because yes.
He told you that he has nothing to do with it.
Yes, and he stays in Asaba. The address here is Enugu. He hasn't been to Enugu in recent times. He lives in Asaba,
So
Delta
President, how do you
State.
respond to that?
This
Let's go
pathologist
ahead and,
stays
like
in
I
Because they're saying that
Asaba.
the pathologist that you put in